It was in 1968 that the Astronaut Corps requested that NASA adopt Snoopy as the mascot of the astronauts. And Charles Schulz was so pleased with that, he did a picture of Snoopy in a spacesuit, and Snoopy is carrying a bag of tools. So Snoopy became the mascot. And the astronauts then decided they wanted to be able to award Snoopy pins to people, just for excellence or whatever their criteria was. And I was called in to get that award. So I received the award called the Silver Snoopy. And I just have my pin here. It's a little bitty pin. I know you can't see it, but it shows Snoopy with the helmet on, and he's got his bag of tools and all.
And if you're not careful, when you hold that slick wire and you start taking it off the spool, it'll spin in your hand. Yeah, it'll just spin. And it spun in my hand and hit me in the eye. And I just let out a blue streak cussing like crazy. I mean, words that I wouldn't even want to think about saying today. And Will Shook just stood there and looked at me and let me get through with all my cussing and doing whatever. And he said, "Did that make it feel any better?" And I kind of looked at him and was embarrassed. And he said, "Son, if you hadn't got a better vocabulary than that, you're going to have a hard time in life."
Well, summers were hot and humid, but we stayed naked and wet.
I'm at a point where I say, I don't know if I can take this anymore. I'm not going through this twice, am I? So the oncology doctor in Lafayette says, we're going to reduce the intensity 25%. And so we're going to take 25% of that intensity. Not going to stop it, but we're going to reduce it 25%. He said, "You want to try it?" I said, "Do it. Reduce it." Yesterday at MD Anderson was today that I was to go there to see what the 25% has done. He walked in, he says, "I have super good news."
Is that Pete or Ronnie?
That's Pete.
Why is he in his underwear?
This is bathing suit. Is this with Dad?
Yeah.
There he is.
We spent a lot of time on the beach. I had an inner tube out of a car tire, and I would put my little inner tube over myself. It didn't stop at my hips because I had none. And walk to the beach and spend the day. We didn't even bring a bottle of water. And we'd wallow in that water and in that sand all day long and then walk back home. I didn't give up swimming and going to the beach. Yeah. That was my favorite place in the world. I don't know. The sand and the water, I guess. It was get naked and stay wet.
About a month and a half ago, when I made that decision to 25%, in the middle of the night, I wake up and I see my mom and dad's face. I'm talking like I'm looking at you. And I said, and I wake up and I still see their faces, my mother and father. I said to my mother and father, I said, "Would you all ask God to take care of your son and do help?" This is what my mother said. She says, "I already have, son, and you're cured. He's going to heal you." Now, my daddy talked French, and he promised me we'd always converse in French. And he said, "Lâchez pas la patate, le bonheur peut venir." Don't ever let go of the potato, son. God is on the way. Oh, that was a month and a half ago. Look at the news yesterday.